Hello and welcome back. I kind of sort of have a voice almost. Today we're going to be looking at the different types of governments that use constitutions. And this is going to get really wordy, so try to pay attention really closely as we go through this. So, a constitution in general, so notice we've got small c here, okay? So, a constitution is just a way that your government is set up, okay? So your constitution could include written documents, like our Constitution in the United States is a written framework for government. A constitution could be a collection of a whole bunch of different documents that outline a framework for government. It could also be it's just examples and like court decisions or decisions made by a king or a queen. Anything that is going to go into basically how your government is set up, how it operates. Okay. So, what is the Constitution? The Constitution, our Constitution, is, of course, our American governing document. Now, it's not the first governing document. If you can think back to something we talked about in class previously, what was our first governing document? The Articles of Confederation. Exactly right. So the Constitution is broken up into three different parts. The first part is the preamble, and the preamble tells us the why. So why do we need this new system of government? Why do we need a constitution? The second part is going to tell us how it's all going to work. Okay, so the first part is the why. The second part is the how. So you've got the legislative branch and the executive branch and the judicial branch and how we can amend the Constitution and how the states are supposed to interact. Okay, so that's in the second part. That's called the Articles. And then the third part, that's the amendments. Okay, so as the Constitution was written, as we have kind of evolved as a country, we've noticed that things needed to be changed or things need to be added or clarified. Okay, so that's where the amendments come in, and we have 27 of those. And that is pretty much it on our Constitution. We'll have a whole unit about it, of course, that you'll get to deep dive into it. So, what is the difference between a constitutional government and a government with a constitution? Okay, so notice, remember I said this is where it's going to get really wordy. So, a constitutional government is one in which a leader or the people in charge of government are restricted by the Constitution. So, this Constitution somehow limits their power. Okay, so in a government with a constitution, the government is basically free to do whatever they want. The Constitution doesn't place any limits on them. It just sets up how the government is going to be set up. Okay. So think about which one of those we have in America. And if you have any questions on this, be sure to let me know.